We're getting into one of the busiest times of year for run-ins between people and bears. It's a conflict that continues to grow, especially in communities around the Great Smoky Mountains.
10 News reporter Jim Matheny shows us people are restarting a team to tackle this complex problem.
Holy cow.
Memory comes from repetition and reinforcement. In Gatlinburg Chalet Village, black bears never forget how to land an easy meal.
I'll be honest, it's trying at times.
That's why S.J. Geis always remembers to keep her garbage bear-proof.
It's actually really easy. You have a clip, open it up, you put your trash in, you close it, and you lock it.
Geis says bears quickly memorize the mistakes people repeatedly make in cabins and cars.
The craziest situation has been getting 6 bears out of 6 different vehicles in the last 4 weeks alone here in Chalet Village. It's not cute and funny, it's a safety risk.
While the bears learn quickly. The places that surround the Great Smoky Mountains National Park have very short memories because new waves of millions of tourists repeatedly show up with no prior knowledge of how to behave around bears.
How many times can you say, stay 50 yards away, secure your trash? A fed bear is a dead bear. They're all bear-wise basics.
So now the people who live and work around the Smokies are teaming up to repeat something that helped in the past by revamping a task force to make their communities what's called bear-wise.
The Smoky Mountains Bear-Wise Community Task Force.
Empowering the residents.
And trying to educate people.
To secure garbage, take down feeders.
It comes right down to safety of people.
It's on all of us to coexist with the bears safely.
Prevent bears from getting hit on roads.
They don't care if you're honking the horn into your driveway.
The conflict with bears not only affects homes, it's bad for business.
Last year, we probably had about a dozen visits from bears actually coming on to our front porch. All we need is just one bad accident, and that could be detrimental to a business or a town. What's driving these bears downtown? And bottom line, it's coming down to food.
One goal of the task force is to enforce the rules that are already in place that require bear-proofing in parts of Gatlinburg, but also repeat those requirements in other areas. Because new GPS studies show the animals travel great distances, far beyond bear-proof zones to get to garbage.
You could bear-proof one street, but if your neighbor is not bear-proofed, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot.
And here's a perfect example of that in Gatlinburg. This is Highway 321. On this side of the highway, you're in the zone that requires these bear-resistant trash cans that are hard for the animals to break into. The garbage is always greener on the other side because bears just have to cross the street to get out of that ordinance zone to find flimsy trash cans that are easy pickings.
What we're trying to do is to see if we can spread those ordinances to where it impacts greater areas.
Gatlinburg's ordinance was a proactive step a few decades ago, but since then the number of people living around the park has doubled. The bear population has tripled.
We got a lot more people, we got a lot more bears, and we got a lot more visitors.
The task force aims to find more solutions, to make bear safety part of everyone's collective memory, something Geis says we need to stop repeating the mistakes that inevitably kill this icon of the Smokies.
When the bear breaks into a car, a trash can, a home, it's not good news for the bear. The bear is often euthanized. It's a wonderful place to live and visit, but we also need to hold ourselves accountable and do what's right to safeguard ourselves and the bears.
In Gatlinburg, Jim Matheny, WBIR 10 News.